Hello and welcome back everybody to Symphonic Rain. So first of all, let me apologize for the fact that I didn't upload anything yesterday. The answer to why I did that is very simple. I fell asleep before I could record anything. And that is very stupid by me, but now I can't change it. So I apologize. Okay, second thing I need to mention. So you people voted in the comments down below. And actually a lot of people voted, more than I expected. And in the end, there were more votes for the old font than for the new font, but just by one vote. Now, I personally, really fucking hate this font. The old one, that is. And I got a good tip by one of my viewers that I should change. I can show you that in the options. That I should change the window transparency. Now, up until now it was at 25 and now it's at 33. Now, the lettering in the recent font shouldn't seem as bright as it was before, and it should be maybe better readable. So let me know in the comments below if you think it looks better now than it does before, or if you think it is just as horrible. Because personally, I can't stand the old one. I really can't stand the old one. Like, the old one makes me really crazy. And I don't know about you, but like, let me know if it is better now. If it's not better, we need to find another solution. And maybe return to the old one if there is no solution to it. So, let's go to the practice room. Because there we can meet Val. I assume, at least. Would make sense, wouldn't it? I decided not to meet anyone today, and to simply practice on my own. Oh, so it's not Tuesday or Thursday, huh? Was it Monday? That is the problem with the Italian days. That is the problem with the Italian days. Actually, I was told in the comments which Italian day is which, but to be honest, I forgot by now. So, anyway. So that when I did meet someone, I could put on an even better performance. That was sort of my reasoning. I should decide first whether to play some piece from start to finish, or to just practice tidbits here and there. Play a piece from start to finish, practice without playing a piece. Magical walkthrough time! Okay, so according to the guide, it doesn't really matter what I do. So that probably means play a piece from start to finish is the minigame, and practice without playing a piece is not the minigame. Now, I was told in the comments down below that some people actually really like the music in this game. So I'll keep the minigame in, and we'll just listen to the computer playing, because I'm too stupid for this. But if you think like we're just wasting time or anything listening to the music, let me know in the comments below. And then we can do something about that next time. So, but for today, we play a piece from start to finish. Which piece should I practice? Forney's piece, apparently that's the only one I know. Okay, so, since we only could practice the piece we played with Forney, I decided to cut it out. Because, I don't think we need to hear the same piece of music time and time again. My personal opinion, if you think differently, let me know. So, Chris practiced, and now he's like, phew. Let's call it a day. I could judge the quality of that performance best myself. Repetition was fundamental to practice. Still, while habituation was necessary, playing with others and getting used to the tension from playing for an audience was also pretty important. But it was common to practice on one's own whenever one deemed it necessary. As such, I might come here more often in the future. Time to go home. It was getting late. After cleaning up the practice room, I went home. Is it already the next day? It is already the next day. So today is probably Tuesday, and today we are going to meet Val. I swear to God we do. And her name is Val. Or Fall. Or Fell. At one point, I will decide. I had finished my lesson and lunch as usual. Well then, what shall I do now? Well, my friend, it's a pretty easy answer. You go to practice room. You go to right practice room or left practice room? Well, I could look at the guide. But if I remember correctly, she said something like, we'll meet at the far end room in this hallway or something like this. Or the room to the far end. So it must be this room. But just in case, I'll look at the guide anyway. So, magical guide, what do you say? Left practice room, there we go. Thank you, magical guide. Hey, I'm good. I remembered something. I headed toward the practice room at the far end of the long hallway. Ha ha ha! Master at his work! The location Fal and I had agreed on. Since I was dying to know about her voice and musical orientation, I decided to go out and meet her on the first appointed day. Thinking back, I could count the number of times I had played together with people I'd only just met on one hand. With a prick of nervousness in my chest, I peeked inside through the small door window and spotted her, facing away from me. I wondered at first how to call out to her if she was singing, but she didn't appear to be. Instead, she was sitting facing the piano, seemingly reading a score. Due to the soundproof equipment, it was unlikely that she would notice that knock. Still, I casually struck the door before entering, just to be sure. Excuse me.
Chris-san, konnichiwa.
She pulled back the piano bench and turned to look at me.
早速来てくれるなんて嬉しいです。
Well, I did not have any plans in particular, you know. Okay, now you're playing it smooth, man. That is good. Very good game plan. As I lowered my bag from my shoulder, wondering how to advance the conversation, Fal went straight to the point.
いきなりですが、まずは曲を合わせてみましょうか。初めてなので、どんな曲でも構わないんですが。
It might be most efficient to perform our actual graduation pieces.
はい。クリスさんはご自分で曲をお作りになってるんですよね。
Yes. Does the vocal department equally necessitate? Wow, I mean, I know what that means. But I've never seen it in a, necessitate, I mean, it makes sense, but I've never seen this before. Necessitate self-composure of pieces. Did that come out right? I don't know, maybe there is no necessitate and that is why I've never seen it before.
敬語、慣れませんか？
Not really. Is that obvious?
男の方でお作りになってるなんてあまり聞きませんから。
Okay, I gotta hand it to the translators here. They actually, it's complicated to translate the feeling of formal Japanese and not formal Japanese into English or any language at that doesn't have like a system like Japanese does, with being casual, being more casual, being really casual and stuff like that, you know. Okay, not more like being casual, being normal and being very, very polite. So it's hard to translate that, and I think they did a very good job here. You are speaking that way like it is the most natural thing in the world, though.
じゃあ、私の方も敬語はやめようかな。
Huh?
ほら、私たちって同じ学年ですし。
She said roguishly, striking home the fact that she was actually my age.
パートナーになってからも、さっきみたいに堅苦しく話すのはちょっとね。もしの話ですけどね。
Her consensuous. God damn it. In cases like these, I realize how little English I know. Consensuous. Wow. Never read that as well. I mean, I get what it means again from the context. But so many words I don't know. Her consensuous choice of words never felt out of place at all. She'd probably been talking this way on a regular basis throughout her life. On the other hand, speaking like a regular girl seemed to come naturally to her too. You're right. Then let's just talk normally.
クリスさんさえ良ければ、そうしましょう。
Okay. Having somehow arrived at a mutual agreement, we returned back on topic.
とりあえず、私も曲は作ってるよ。フォルテールと合わせるために作った曲だから、その点は大丈夫かな。
For a fortell.
できればフォルテールと組みたかったから。でも誰も相手がいなかった時のために歌のソロでも問題ない曲にはしてあるから大丈夫だよ。
I was somewhat awestruck by her meticulous preparation. It was in sharp contrast with my own approach to music. Though, since she was the one who offered to play with me, I probably shouldn't worry too much about that right now.
あとはクリスさんの曲がどんなのかは知らないけど、どちらかに決める必要がありそうよね。
You are correct. You're right. So that was probably the casual variation. Yeah, that is actually pretty difficult to translate, man. Maybe they should have used like a footnote or something. But I mean, it's a fan translation. I'm not expecting anything. Like, it's actually awesome for a fan translation, don't get me wrong. But, you know, just saying. We had only just decided to be casual, yet I was fumbling with words again. I'd rarely ever spoken to girls besides Torta and Ari, and it showed.
慣れなかったらどっちでもいいのに。
Fal open-heartedly reassured me. Although I hadn't decided whether to partner with her yet, I thought I should take the possibility into account and just talk to her casually. I'll talk normally, don't worry.
大丈夫っていうのもちょっと変だけど、まあいっか。それで曲なんだけど。
Oh, can I give my input on that?
どうぞ。
Until now, I'd been mindlessly drilling my current piece. It wasn't like I didn't put my heart into composing it, just that it wasn't a piece composed with a particular vocalist in mind. If I had to point out someone, it was probably Ari. Her singing was almost laughably bad. Oh goddammit. Her singing was almost laughably bad though, so I obviously hadn't been picturing her singing it in my mind when I made it. No, it was a piece I composed while reminiscing about her whenever I read her letters. The piece I've composed might not suit you very well.
合わない？
I made it on the premise of a different person singing it, so the range might not match your voice, for instance.
あ、そうなんだ。
It was probably okay to lie about this. The piece likely wouldn't have met her standards. So how about going with yours?
私は別に構わないけど。
She went silent for a moment. She then searchingly looked into my eyes and produced a smile.
それならそうしましょうか。
Okay.
よかった。これでシャフしたのが無駄にならなかった。
I was relieved she didn't press for details. And then I came to the realization that I had completely forgotten to copy my score beforehand. You already transcribed it? I'd completely forgotten about that.
そうなんだ。じゃあちょうどよかったかもね。
She said, taking out a score from her bag in the meantime.
はい。急いで写したから少し雑かもしれないけど。
Oh, we all know that ain't true, baby, that ain't true. It only took a quick glance over to see that she was just being modest. See? The notes and symbols were elegantly drawn, and terms were abbreviated, giving the impression she was experienced with score writing. Boy, that reminds me. Like, when we had music classes, and I actually needed to write notes and stuff into, like, lines, and I have, like, the worst handwriting of all time. It's, like, even tough for me to hit the right line on the notes. Like, when I write something, it might be an A, but it could quite possibly also be an H, if you get what I'm saying. So, not the best at writing scores. It didn't look crude at all. On the contrary, I thought it was really well done. You call this crude?
私にとってはね。それより曲はどう？
Fall inquired playfully. God. Fall. 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 I want to say fall, but it's so difficult doing this in English. It's like, yeah, I mentioned that before. It's as if I was speaking German and then suddenly I would throw in like random nonsense English words. I don't know. I imagined the melody and lowered myself on the bench in front of the fortel.
どうかな？
One sec. I trace my fingers along the keyboard while progressing through the score.
クリスさんって初見は得意？
Oh, I can do it, I suppose.
それじゃあ早速試してみる？
Magical Guide says anytime you're ready, then we'll follow Magical Guide. Sure, let's do it. Okay, is it now time for the computer to play? Yeah, there we go. So, this time I shut up and let the music play. So have fun. Alrighty, so that was Fal's song, huh?
お疲れ様。初めてなのにすごいね。
Okay, so first of all, let me know if you want to hear all the songs in the future. Of course, only the new ones, because I don't think we need to hear the old ones again. But if you think like it's a waste of time or anything, that we always listen to the songs, let me know in the comments below. I doubt it though, because all the feedback on the songs I got so far were always pretty positive. Now, about the song itself, to be honest, like, first of all, I already knew the melody, because it's basically the background music we're hearing right now. But, I don't know. I felt like, the stuff the Fortel played didn't really work together that well with the stuff she sung. Now, I'm no music expert. Actually, I have no idea about music at all. Like, no idea. I can only tell what I feel and what I don't feel. But I didn't really feel this song, to be honest. Like, actually, I like the song, but the Fortel and her singing, that didn't really go well together, in my opinion. But, you know, just saying. Really?
フォルテールの音も想像していた通りだった。
It was nothing special.
照れなくてもいいのに。
She seemed quite ecstatic about it. After peeking at the score in front of me, she continued.
私から今言えるのは細かいことでしかないみたい。
That
強
can't
いてあげるならこことかちょっと指の動きが遅れたみたいだったけど。
that can't be. It was a computer playing. Her face was suddenly really close as she pointed at a certain point on the score sheet. She was at a range where I could practically feel her breath. Her eyes never actually went to where she was pointing at, but remained fixed on mine. Hee, wink wink, nudge nudge.
あ、ごめんなさい。
That's okay.
とにかくそのくらいしか今は問題点がないってこと。最終的にはもっと完成度を高めなくちゃいけないけど、さすがに今の時点ではね。
She awkwardly stepped away from me, acting calm and composed, yet her face turned a shade of red. Well, actually, to be honest, I think the little shade of red we can see right here under her eyes was there before. I wouldn't bet my money on it though. It made my heart ache a little. Her facial expression was exactly like one Ari had shown me once. It wasn't like I'd grown to be that self-conscious. Just that false expression was enough for me to be strongly reminded of her. I appreciate you saying that.
でも本当よ。
I changed the subject to avoid touching on what had just happened. Fal seemed relieved at this as well. Thanks. I'll keep those points in mind. Wanna try again?
そうね。まだ放課後まで時間はあるし。
Right. The awkward atmosphere quickly settled down. We both turned back to our scores and resumed practicing. Oh, that is the a few minutes later piano. I see. Phew. Today's practice session ended with us both letting out deep breaths. It had been long since I'd performed with anyone other than Forney, and a piece other than my usual, no less, which perhaps explained why I enjoyed myself so much. Although I couldn't look outside, a cursory glance at the clock on the wall told me it had pretty much become evening.
真剣に練習してるとやっぱり時間が経つのが早いね。
It was still a little while before the institute would close completely, but some instructor on duty might come around soon. We hurriedly began cleaning up. What should I do with the score?
ああ、持ってていいよ。クリスさん以外の人と練習することも今は特に考えてないし、その時にはまた写譜するから。
Ah, you're just so flattering. Is transcribing really such a trivial task? I idly wondered, thinking back on when I'd had to transcribe several famous pieces in class once. No, you fool. I mean, maybe it is for her. That is quite possible. But it's actually about more like, the important part of the sentence was, I only plan to play with you. The other part was more formality. Hey, Chris, we need to talk about women at some point.
慣れてるから。それに写譜ってそんなに嫌いじゃないし。
She said casually, even producing a smile in apparent delight. I see. I was genuinely impressed by that, and then felt a bit ashamed about my own slacking. I had yet to decide on a partner for my compulsory graduation recital, and hadn't even prepared a score for said undecided person. Face to face with someone like Fal, who put earnest effort into everything, my flaws were blatantly exposed. You're such a hard worker.
違いますよ。
Fal smiled happily, then lifted up her back, indicating she had finished packing up. At the sight, I quickly shoved the score into my bag, and we both went outside. Glancing out the window, I noticed the rain was pretty calm. Are you going home now, Fal?
ごめんなさい。一緒に帰りたいんだけど、今日はちょっと無理かな。
I see. What a pity. Actually, we weren't close enough for me to feel that way. In fact, her saying that she would have liked to walk home with me seemed dubious in itself. I'm going home now.
うん。あ、でもその前に一つ聞きたいんだけど。
What is it?
今日はどうだった？
Thoughts?
私の歌とかそういうの。
And such. Ah, god damn it. Nothing in the game, I basically just hit my head right now. It's a complicated story, like there's my desk, And then over my desk there's like a shelf, and in the shelf there's a box. And when I lean in on my microphone, I hit my head on the box, but you know, that happens sometimes. Well, I think I told you before, but I thought it was great.
そう？ありがとう。クリスさんのフォルテールもやっぱり良かった。
I see. Thanks. Before I knew it, my initial discomfort at the thought of performing with a stranger had all but dissipated. It was no doubt all thanks to her constantly putting me at ease. Although we'd only spent a short while together, I doubted there were many people who wouldn't come to admire a girl so diligent about everything she did. Being no exception to that, I naturally returned her smile and asked her about what to do next. So, what shall we do from now on?
パートナーに決めるにはまだまだ時間が欲しいよね。
Yeah.
それならさ、火曜日と木曜日は私いつもここにいるから時間があったらまた練習しない？
I can't guarantee anything though. Okay, now, this makes no sense. At least in my personal opinion, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We established Chris is a slacker. We established he really needs a partner. Badly. He likes Fall. Why doesn't he grasp the opportunity right at hand? Now that is the one thing that confuses me here. Like he has, on the one hand he has like, I don't really care attitude. Except for Torta, and for Torta he has a motive why he does care, you know? Because she's too much into him, and at the same time he isn't sure what he feels about her and stuff, and that he doesn't want to play with her? That makes sense. But why he doesn't decide on her right away? That I don't really get, you know? Maybe also because of like the myth about the couples that play, but man, I don't know. Also, what happens when a male and a male play together at the recital in the end of the year? Do they automatically become gay? Is that how that works? I have a lot of questions about this myth, actually. And now I kind of forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, right. I have no idea why he doesn't choose her. Anyway.
もちろんそれでいいよ。
Okay. So should I meet you at the same time as today for our next meeting?
ええ。場所もここにしておくから。もし先に誰かがこの部屋を使ってたら、一個ずつずれていくようにするから、小窓から覗いてみて。
I have a really, really dirty mind. Like, it's weird. It's weird. I know there is no ecchi stuff in this game, but still, like, when I see anime and I read stuff like just peek through the window and see what happens, right away, like, dirty stuff. Anime destroyed me. Like, in my mind, it destroyed me. Not physically. Although, anyway. Now I'm starting to talk nonsense again. I'll do that. I thought I'd take some time to decide what to do from now on. Taking the time to expand my alternatives was important right now. What will you do now?
私は第一校舎に用事があるけど。
Then I'll see you off at the front door. As she stood in front of the building, Fal glanced upward at the sky.
今日は傘持ってきてないけど。
The rain's gotten pretty light, so we should be fine.
そう。それじゃあ、またね。
Yeah, see ya. After spending a minute staring at Fal's retreating figure as she rhythmically walked into the distance, I set out for the City of Rain. Yeah, let's stop here. Basically for time reasons. I could go on a little bit, but I don't know when this scene will end, so... And I'm not the biggest fan of interrupting scenes right in the middle. So let's stop here. Okie dokie. So we're on the Fal route. It's working out pretty fine so far. So that's cool. Like, I'm a fan of her so far. I mean... As of now, we don't know all that much about her, only that she's a perfect student, and I was a little bit spoiled in the comments about some stuff she does. And of course I also know that this visual novel is dark and stuff, I said it before. So she probably also has some kind of dark secret or something. So I guess we'll learn about that. You know, sometimes it's actually... that is one of the reasons I prefer to go completely blind into games. Because now that I know that there are dark themes in this game, I'm expecting like a twist like every second. Like someone breaking together because their parents died and their uncle murdered them or something like this. But hey, what can you do? It is what it is. So, thank everybody for watching. Come back if you enjoy this game as much as I do. And so far I actually really do enjoy this game. And yeah, I'll see you then. Bye bye.